Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are happy and healthy. Today topic is biological classification. Systems of classification. Earliest classification was given by Aristotle. Divided plants into herbs, shrubs and trees, animals into those with red blood and those who do not have it. Two-kingdom classification, given by Carolus Linnaeus, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Five-kingdom classification, by R. H. Whitaker, Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae and Animalia are the five kingdoms. The main criteria for classification of organisms into five kingdoms include cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction and phylogenetic relationships. Kingdom Monera has bacteria as sole members. Bacteria can have shapes like coccus, spherical, bacillus, rod-shaped, vibrium, comma-shaped, and spirillum, spiral-shaped. Bacteria found almost everywhere and can be photosynthetic autotrophs, chemosynthetic autotrophs or heterotrophs. Archaeobacteria, bacteria eubacteria, halophiles, salt-loving, thermoacidophiles, in hot springs, methanogens, in marsh and in gut of ruminant animals. Produce methane gas, photosynthetic autotrophs like cyanobacteria, blue-green algae BGA. Some like Anabaena and nostoc have specialized cells called heterocysts for nitrogen fixation. Algae bloom is rich growth of blue-green algae over the surface of polluted water bodies. Algae bloom releases neurotoxins, deplete oxygen and makes water unfit for use. Chemosynthetic autotrophs oxidize various inorganic substances like nitrates/nitrites, ammonia and use released energy for their ATP production. They helps in nutrients recycling of N, P, Fe and S. Heterotrophic bacteria, decomposers help in making curd, production of antibiotic, N, fixation, casus diseases like cholera, typhoid, tetanus and citrus canker. Mycoplasmas, completely lack cell wall, smallest living cells. Can survive without oxygen. Pathogenic in animals and plants. Kingdom Protista comprises of all single-celled eukaryotes, forms a link between plants, animals and fungi, chrysophytes, has diatoms and golden algae/desmids, freshwater/marine, photosynthetic, microscopic plankton. Chief producers in ocean. Cell walls have silica which makes it indestructible and cell walls overlap to fit together like a soapbox. Their accumulation forms diatomaceous earth, gritty soil, used in polishing, filtration of oils and syrups. 2. Dinoflagellates, marine, photosynthetic, cell wall has stiff cellulose plates. 2 flagella, one longitudinal and other transverse in a furrow between wall plates. Example, Gonya lacks multiples rapidly, make sea appear red tides, and produce toxins to kill marine animals. Eugellinoids, found in stagnant fresh water, have protein-rich layer pellicle which makes body flexible. Photosynthetic in presence of sunlight but become heterotrophs if they do not get sunlight. Mixotrophic nutrition, example, Euglena. 4. Slime molds, saprophytic protists under suitable conditions form an aggregates called plasmodium, grows on decaying twigs and leaves. During unfavorable conditions, plasmodium differentiates and forms fruiting bodies bearing spores at their tips. Spores have true walls which are extremely resistant and survive for many years and dispersed by air currents. Protozoans, are heterotrophs and live as parasites. Have four major groups. Amoeboid, catch prey using pseudopodia, for example, amoeba. Entamoeba are parasite flagellated, have one or more flagella. Cause disease like sleeping sickness, for example, trypanosoma. Ciliated, have cilia to move food into gullets and help in locomotion, for example, paramecium. Sporozoans, have infective spore-like stage in life cycle, for example, plasmodium which causes malaria. Kingdom Fungi. 1. Heterotrophic organisms. 2. Non-chloropoilous hyphae. 3. Network of hyphae called mycelium. 4. Hyphae which have multinucleated cytoplasm are called cenocytic hyphae. 5. Cell wall of chitin and polysaccharides. 6. Cosmopolitan, grow in warm and humid places. 7. Saprophytic, parasitic, Symbiotic, lichen and mycorrhiza, for example, Puccinia, wheat rust disease, penicillium, yeast, unicellular fungus. 8. Reproduction can take place by vegetative means: fragmentation, fission and budding. Asexual reproduction by spores: conidia, sporangiospores or zoospores. Sexual reproduction by oospores, ascospores and basidiospores produced in fruiting bodies. 9. Sexual cycle involves 3 steps. 1. Plasmogamy, fusion of protoplasms. 1. Karyogamy, fusion of 2 nuclei. 3. Meiosis in zygote resulting in haploid spores. 10. Dikaryophase is a condition of having dikaryon in an intervening dikaryotic stage, N plus NIE, 2 nuclei per cell, between plasmogamy and karyogamy in fungi like Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Classes of fungi. I. Phycomycetes. Grow on decaying wood or as obligate parasites on plants. Mycelium aseptate and cenocytic spores produced endogenously in sporangium. Asexual reproduction by zoospores or aplanospores. Zygospores are formed by the fusion of gametes. For example, Rhizopus, albugo, mucor.
2. Ascomycetes, also known as sac fungi. Are saprophytic, decomposers, parasitic or coprophilous, growing on dung. Mycelium branched and septate. Asexual spores are called conidia, produced exogenously on the conidiophores. Sexual spores are called ascospores, produced endogenously in ascus, produced inside fruiting body, called ascocarp. For example, Aspergillus, Neurospora, Saccharomyces, unicellular fungi. Claviceps, morels, truffles. 3. Basidiomycetes. Mycelium septate and branched. Generally asexual spores are not found. Vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Sexual reproduction by fusion of vegetative or somatic cells to form basidium. Produced in basidiocarp. Basidium produces 4 basidious spores exogenously after meiosis. For example, Agricus, Astilago, Paucinia. 4. Deuteromycetes. Called as fungium perfecti, as sexual form, perfect stage, is not known for them. Once sexual form is discovered, the member is moved to Ascomycetes or Basidiomycetes. Mycelium is septate and branched. Are saprophytic, parasitic or decomposers. For example, Alternaria, Cultotrichum, Trichoderma. Viruses. They did not find a place in biological classification. Not truly living.
Non-cellular organisms which take over the machinery of host cell on entering it and become living, but as such they have inert crystalline structure, appear non-living. So, difficult to call them living or non-living. Virus means venom or poisonous fluid. Pasteur gave the term virus. D.J. Ivanowski found out that certain microbes caused tobacco mosaic disease in tobacco plant. M.W. Bajer in a called fluid as contagium vivum fluidum, as extracts of infected plants of tobacco could cause infection in healthy plants. W.M. Stanley showed viruses could be crystallized to form crystals of protein which are inert outside their specific host. Viruses are obligate parasites. Structure of virus: it is a nucleoprotein made up of protein coat called capsid. Capsid is made up of capsomeres arranged in helical or polyhedral geometric forms. Have either DNA or RNA as genetic material, which may be single or double-stranded. Usually plant viruses have single-stranded RNA, bacteriophages have double-stranded DNA, and animal viruses have single or double-stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA. Diseases caused in humans: mumps, smallpox, herpes, influenza and AIDS etc. In plants, symptoms can be mosaic formation, leaf rolling and curling, yellowing and vein clearing, dwarfing and stunted growth. Viroids: infectious agent, free RNA, lack protein coat, RNA has low molecular weight, causes potato spindle tuber disease. Discovered by T.O. Diener. Lichens: symbiotic association between algal component, phycobiont, and fungal component, mycobiont. Algae provides food. Fungi provide shelter and absorb nutrients and water for algae. Good pollution indicators as they do not grow in polluted areas. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Also follow on Instagram for more updates. Be safe and healthy. And also comment for any changes.